Good afternoon, everyone, and welcome to Toppa Field here in Newport, Rhode Island, where the Salve Regina University Seahawks are set to take on the Sharks of Simmons University in a non-conference women's lacrosse matchup. It had been overcast, but now the sun shining down on Toppa Field. A cool day here in Newport, but a good day to play some lacrosse. The Seahawks already 1-0 on the season. They earned a 14-11 win against Eastern Connecticut State here on Tuesday. For Simmons, this is their first game of the season. Hello again and welcome. I am Andrew Pizzelli bringing you the call here this afternoon in net for the Sharks. They'll turn to Nicole Elliott, making her first appearance for the blue and yellow, and opposing her will be Christina Myers, the junior from River Edge, New Jersey, making her second start of the year. Myers made 16 saves on Tuesday for the Seahawks in what was a battle between the Seahawks and the Warriors. Seahawks were able to overcome an early deficit and then just hang on and battle at the end. Draw control at midfield, flip forward in towards the Seahawks end of the field, and taken by the Sharks. And they'll work it in behind the net. Sharks went 10-7 last season, 7-4 in conference play. They're going to be missing, though, 3 of their top 4 scorers from a season ago, so it'll be interesting to see who steps up here in the early on. Slashing right side, Sydney Pilot, and now she flicks it out wide, and holding it at the point now, Delgadillo. Hands off to Reinhold, down the middle, bouncing shot, in on the goal, and she scores! Molly Reinhold with the first goal of the game.
Sharks goal by number 50.
47 seconds in, and Simmons takes the 1-0 lead. Reinhold, the leading goal scorer for Simmons a year ago, and already off to a quick start. She gets their first goal of their season. Draw control at midfield. Reinhold in on it with Nicole Smith. Ball bounced around. Celeste had it for a moment, trying to rip it away from Reinhold, and she does. Comes to Maddie Tilton. Stephanie Salisbury now out beyond the arc for Salve Regina, their first trip in the attacking end. Tilton out high. Moves it into the corner. Katie Doherty now behind the net. To Maddie Villarreal. Villarreal sidearms it out to the point. Nicole Smith waiting there, zips the entry. Anderson gathers, shoots, and it's saved by Elliott. Sharks had it for a moment. Anderson commits the foul on Richards. Near side now, Whitman angling her way through midfield. And Whitman will walk it into the attacking end for Simmons. Plays it out wide to Richards. Out high to the point. Held there by Sydney Pilot. Has it checked away, loose on the ground. Seahawks couldn't grab it. Now foot race for it, scooped out to the near side, and last touched by Emily Bodeker. Rossetti drops it back in deep for the Seahawks, and they'll look to clear. Gabby Majensky. She made this Alyssa Hanley. Lost it out high, taken away by Richards. Richards all alone on the break with a bouncing shot, and she scores. Seahawks turn it over. And just like that, the Sharks lead 2-0.
Sharks goal by number 9, Kingsley Richards.
Seahawks just careless with the ball. Nicole Smith will come back out for the draw at midfield against Molly Reinhold. Smith wedges it forward. Will try and track it down herself, and she does. Seahawks look to settle things down here on the attack. Ball moved to Salisbury. Fakes the shot. Salisbury walking in towards the goal out high. Lifts it to the side. Doherty looking for an angle. Her underhanded shot goes wide and is scooped up by the Sharks. Bailey Edwards with it. And she races out to midfield. One and done trip for Salve. Cindy Murphy carries wide up the right side into the attacking end. Will dip inside the arc and now walk it in behind the cage. Picked up by Hanley defensively. Long lob out to the near side. Bodeker. Out high to Reinhold. Reinhold moves it back out wide. Quick down the middle. Pilot with an angle. Her shot goes high. Bodeker. Outside the arc on the left side. Straight away up top, Reinhold. Trying to work one-on-one. Seahawks flash the double team. Back out wide to Bodeker. Pilot. Angled off from her drive. Flicks it back to Reinhold. 28 seconds on the shot clock here for Simmons. Reinhold knocked down, lost the ball, and she's called for an offensive foul. We get a whistle here, and I think we will be getting a card. Yellow card. For contact to the head, Emily Bodeker will sit. That was Catherine Mullen drawing the foul. Seahawks lose it at midfield. Ball loose on the ground. Seahawks with the man up right here. Kylie Anderson swats it forward, but it's scooped up by Kristen Mihalik. Maddie Villarreal got a piece of that one. Still taken, though, by Kingsley Richards. Turnovers here hurting the Seahawks early on. And the Sharks will look to just bleed some clock here and wait to get back even with Bodeker sitting in the penalty box. Reinhold lost it. Seahawks will have an opportunity here. Man up, bounced forward to Kylie Anderson. Pressured out at the 30-yard line, and now she'll walk it forward into the attacking end. Anderson fakes the pass to the wing, keeps on going, gets it away to Doherty. She bobbles it in the corner. And now the Seahawks will have to slow up the rush. Kylie Anderson zips the entry, turning and shooting. That one just wide from Gabriella Von Barron. Maddie Villarreal starts her drive. Villarreal to the net with a shot. That one blocked in front and scooped up by the Sharks. Reinhold comes out of the fray with it. Alia Rockefort. Rockfort down the left side, drops it and gets it back. We'll set things up behind the cage. And the Sharks will hold it until they can get back even. Here comes Bodeker onto the field, but the Sharks turn it over. Back to even strength. Seahawks really having trouble hanging onto the ball here to start things in this first half. Hanley bobbles it at midfield. And digging it out and carrying it back is Sydney Pilot. I know head coach Bill Villarreal, as Hanley runs over Pilot, is not going to be happy about the turnovers. Pilot out at the point for the Sharks, leading 2-0. 8 minutes gone here about in the first half. Reinhold, straight away at the point, lifts it left side. Bodeker, just inside the arc straight away. Gives it back to Pilot. Rossetti stands her up on the drive. Reinhold again. Richards. Spinning, turning, and she scores! Three nothing Sharks.
Goal by number 7.
Make that Emily Bodeker, who puts the Sharks up 3-0. 22:14 to go in the first half. Seahawk defense huddled up with Christina Myers. Stephanie Celeste, and on the draw, and she wins it cleanly. Celeste quickly up the field. Near side to Kylie Anderson. On the cut. Gathered for a shot, and they score! Madison Hart on the feed from the wing. That's a big goal for Salve.
Goal by number 5, Madison Hart.
First goal of the season for Hart. The Seahawks needed that little bit of energy here. Ball loose on the ground. Hart trying to get to it. Celeste jumps in, pokes it forward, and then given right back to the Sharks. And numbers here if they hurry. Sprinting up the field is Reinhold. Plays it out to the left side. Devitt blocked on her drive, and this will be free position for Lily Devitt, the first free position attempt of the game. Devitt will have it on the off-angle left side, about 6 yards away from the cage. Devitt opts not to shoot, instead will flip it out wide. Bodeker out high to Devitt now. Richards drops it. Rossetti tried to scoop it, and she gets fouled. Celeste turns it midfield, outlets Kylie Anderson. Daylight for her. And she'll sprint into the attacking end. Anderson down the right-hand side, drops it off to Salisbury. She would have had a point-blank chance. Instead, the Sharks give the foul, so it will be free position for Kylie Anderson. Anderson sprints right to the goal with a shot, and it's saved by Elliott. That's a big-time stop from the sophomore. Sharks turn it right back over, though. Here comes Katie Doherty rolling to the cage, and it's off the crossbar. It bounced right up in the air, right out back in front of the goal. Mansouri was there to snag it out of the air. And the Sharks will clear it back the other way. On the fly, here comes Richards. Chased out wide, stripped by Hanley, and make this Nicole Smith, who rakes it away and out of play. And they'll say last touch by the Sharks. Majensky gets fouled deep in her own territory. Lobs it out to Smith. Now Celeste at midfield. And she'll just angle her way wide left side. Give it up to Salisbury. Trying to fight her way to the front of the net. Her shot blocked in front. And taken by Christiana Pietrzak. Ball loose at midfield. Sharks can scoop it, and then Rossetti knocks down Samantha Hogan. Bodeker. Holding wide on the left side. Lily Devitt now out high. Look to back her way in. Instead flicks it back out to Hogan. Bodeker has it checked away. Scooped to the near side. Rossetti races and corrals it. Gets the pass away to Katie Doherty. Doherty back into the attacking end. Feathers it up high to Maddie Villarreal. Villarreal spins to her left. Villarreal slashing in front. Had it poked away. And we will get free position here for the Seahawks. Maddie Villarreal will have it. About 11 yards straight away. Villarreal, who topped 200 career points last game, sprints right to the front of the cage and she scores. Off free position. Makes it 3-2.
Salve Regina goal by number 6, Maddie Villarreal.
Villarreal had 2 points last game. She only needed 1 to reach 200 career points. 24 points away, now 23, from becoming the program's all-time leading scorer. Chasing Kelly Burke for that mantle. Seahawks with 2 unanswered here to get within a goal. And Stephanie Celeste comes up with the draw control. Quickly in the attacking end, dishes it back off. Salisbury in front with a shot, and Elliott makes the save. The Seahawks converge on her. Villarreal just rips it right away, bounces it on the cage. That is saved. Scramble for the rebound. A foul on the inside. Which way is this going? And it will be against the Seahawks. And then head coach Bill Villarreal yelling to keep it up. He loves the aggression he's seeing right now out of his team. Mansouri trying to turn away from Bria Healy. Ball moved into the corner. 16:36 and counting to go in the first half. Wazuk at the point, moves it right side. Devitt couldn't find the angle, back out to Mansouri. Mansouri down the right-hand side, has it poked away. And this could be free position here for the Sharks, and it will be their second chance. Last time it was Lily Devitt who opted not to shoot. Amina Mansouri now, basically 10 yards, just offset to the right. Bounces it towards the goal, saved by Myers. And the Seahawks collect it and look to clear. Kylie Anderson looks to navigate midfield. And carries into the attacking end. Seahawks moving left to right here in this first half, wearing their home whites with the green and blue letters and trim. Sharks in all road blues. Salisbury hit up high. And are we getting a card for this, or just a regular penalty, or a regular foul here, excuse me. It'll just be free position for Stephanie Salisbury, though, but a chance to tie the game. Just offset to the left, 10 yards away. Salisbury lets it fly. Elliott makes the save. Celeste can race in to get the rebound. Maddie Villarreal. Sharks throw 2 defenders at her. I'm going to see that a lot as teams try and take her out of the game. Can only do that so much, though. It's going to free up other people. Nicole Smith, who had 4 goals here on Tuesday. Out high. Leaves it in the corner now. Salisbury tries to get it to Celeste. She gathers, bounces it on the cage, and down to freeze it is Elliott. That was a great grab by Stephanie Celeste. Sharks now try to clear. Wasuk gets around Nicole Smith and will walk it up the far side. Now outside the arc, moves it into the corner right side. Sharks trying to get it on the inside. It was bobbled by Lauren Whitman. Sharks keep possession. I think there was a reset of the shot clock. And they're going to put 40 seconds on the shot clock.
We're working on it.
40 seconds on the shot clock here for the Sharks. Lily Devitt. Out high, has it raked away by Smith, and then a big collision. Smith and Lauren Whitman both tumbling to the turf. And a card being assessed to Whitman. So the Seahawks will once again be man up. It was Bodeker last time. Nicole Smith. Kylie Anderson, I think maybe lost that one in the sun. She was only 2 feet away from Smith. Seahawks with possession. Doherty has it poked away from behind. Scramble for it now, and the Sharks come up with it. Seahawks have clawed their way back to get within a goal, but I know their head coach is not going to be happy about all the turnovers, especially twice while being man up. Sharks now will be patient. Bodeker out to the point. Devitt bobbled it, still loose on the ground. She's able to scoop it back into space and recover. Pass too high. That's over the head of Riley Wasuk on the far side. Seahawks will get it back. Anderson behind Van Buren. Both teams have been careless with the ball.
Control the ball, right?
Doherty knocks down Bailey Edwards. Molly Reinhold. Sydney Pilot out high beyond the arc. Gets the return pass. Sends it right side for Reinhold. Looking to get a screen. Reinhold. Shut off by Celeste. Bodeker now. Thought about the entry. Back out wide to Pilot. Dancing just inside the arc. She'll back it out. 30 seconds on the shot clock here for Simmons. Reinhold able to get around Celeste. Bounces it on the cage and she scores. That makes it 4-2 with 11:31 to go. Molly Reinhold just able to shake herself free of Stephanie Celeste. And Celeste and Reinhold will meet at midfield for the draw control. $16 turnovers in the game here in the first half. Tilton off the draw. Von Barron back to Tilton. Zips it right side. Collected by Megan Ryder. Doherty. Miscommunication there. And it's kept onside there neatly by the Seahawks. Tilton then lost it on the near side. It was a good play though by Bria Healy. So a green card for 1 minute being given to Maddie Tilton for encroachment. That comes with 10:45 to go. So a minute here of man up for the Sharks. Seahawks putting the pressure on, trying to make it hard for them to clear midfield. Doherty rakes down on Pilot. Into the middle now, turning, looking to shoot. That one checked away by Majensky in the middle. Seahawks come away with it. And then getting fouled is Victoria DiLoretto. Seahawks, though, give it right back. Richards will walk it wide left side. Tilton got 2 yellow cards last game. Could not play in the second half. The green card here in the first half. And she's back onto the field, back to even strength. Richards racing out in front with a shot that goes wide. Sharks will keep it. Clock rolling with 9.5 to play in the first. Sydney Pilot. Straight away, feathers it right side. Bodeker. Strong to the net. Bounces it on the goal and she scores.
Sharks goal by number 7, Emily Bodeker.
2 unanswered here for the Sharks, and they push the lead back to 3. 5-2 with 9:07 to go in the first half. Celeste and Reinhold tangle on the draw, and Pilot will pick it off the ground and carry forward. And now she'll back it out beyond the arc. Bodeker. Left side, out to Pilot. Flings it back to Bodeker. Reinhold. Looking to spin, she can't. Pilot wanted to carry into the middle and fouled here by Celeste. Free position for the Sharks. Pass into the middle. Reinhold with the drive, and that one bounces wide. Doesn't go out of play, kept in by the Sharks. On the drive, Whitman, she scores! Largest lead of the game for Simmons. It's 6-2.
Sharks goal by number 13, Lauren Whitman.
And we're getting a goalie change. Christina Myers comes out. In comes Carolyn Watson, freshman from Rentham, Mass. Seeing her first action of her career here in game number 2. Seahawks now behind by 4. Smith on the near side. Drops it into the corner. Ryder. Back out high to Smith. Maddie Tilton. Ryder in the corner. Doherty, side of the cage, right side. And behind the net to Maddie Villarreal. Franklet out to Kylie Anderson. Out high, it's Tilton. Ryder. Doherty took her eye off it, wanted to start her drive before she could. Team's tiptoeing the end line. And they're going to call Maddie Villarreal for the offensive foul. Snagged out at midfield by Kingsley Richards. She sprints through trouble. Turns the corner on Nicole Smith. Richards looking to go back to the inside, and it's stripped. Taken right back by Nicole Smith, who was on her hip the whole way there through midfield. Kylie Anderson now into the attacking end. Anderson gives it up. Doherty bobbles it in the corner. Fell down. Able to scoop it and keep it alive. Fought for now in the corner. A whistle, and which way is this going? Back to the Sharks. Mansouri. One-handed cradling through midfield. Has it ripped away by Nicole Smith. That's twice now Smith has come and stolen it. Trapped on the near side, and we're going to get a timeout called here by head coach Bill Villarreal to settle things down. 5:39 to go in the first half. Simmons, though, leading 6-2. We'll take a break. Welcome back to Toppa Field. 5:39 to go here in the first half. Seahawks trailing by 4. Out of a timeout, Nicole Smith lobs it way ahead for Megan Ryder. Well, that's one way to get it clear. And then she's fouled on her move to the inside. Keeps on going. Here's Celeste out high. And she will back it back out. Near side to Ryder. Side of the net, Doherty. Celeste flashes through the slot. Here comes Smith trying to turn the corner. Her shot bounces wide. Foul coming though. And Nicole Smith should have free position here. Seahawks 1 for 2 on free position. Sharks have not shot on free position. Nicole Smith, 10 yards away, carries right to the front of the net and lost it. Don't know if that was Elliott or Mihalik who knocked it out of the cross at the last second. Smith carried right to the doorstep. Maddie Villarreal collects, sidearms it to Smith, tries to gather in front, knocked away out beyond the arc. Seahawks recover it. Ryder on the near side. Side of the net, Doherty. Sharks have really done a good job of keeping the Seahawks from making these passes to the inside. Keeping everything out high. Celeste, that one just out of her reach, loose on the ground. Ryder can't get to it. Reinhold does for the Sharks. And she navigates a crowd, then loses it. Poked free by Anderson. Turnovers really hurting both teams here in this first half. Smith trying to back her way in on 3 Sharks. Will back it out. Zip it into the corner. Now Doherty starts her drive. Has it knocked away. Gets it back. Behind the net, Maddie Villarreal. Villarreal sprints up the wing left side. Inside to Hart. And she is fouled in the slot. And she will get free position. 11 yards dead center away from the goal. Hart won't shoot. Wanted to feed it out to the wing. Smith upended trying to get to the loose ball. No foul. It squirts free back out for Kylie Anderson. 54 seconds on the shot clock here for Salve. Ryder on the near side. Back to Maddie Villarreal. Lobs it out high. Smith trying to gather and carry towards the goal. She is fouled. So Sharks are doing a good job of getting in front of the Seahawks on these drives, but now they're starting to commit the foul. Giving the Seahawks free position. Smith, 11 yards straight away. Nicole Smith carries in front, tries to go low, and it's saved by Elliott. Kylie Anderson, though, scoops up the rebound, and she is fouled. And a yellow card coming here against Amina Missouri. So the Seahawks now will be man up for basically the rest of the half here with 2 minutes to go. Kylie Anderson into the corner to Katie Doherty. Seahawks man up. They got within a goal and now fallen behind 6-2. Villarreal sprints out in front, can't get it on the cage before it's knocked out of her cross. Loose out beyond the arc. Madison Hart will scoop it up. Extended possession here for Salve. So far empty. Entry to Anderson. She doesn't have an angle to shoot. She'll carry him behind the net, out high, gathered by Ryder with a drive, and that's saved by Elliott. And then dropped on the near side, out of play by Jesse Andrew. Seahawks get it back as we hit 1 minute to play in the half. Kylie Anderson left side. Anderson Straight to the cage with a drive, and it's saved by Elliott. Some big-time stops here in this first half from Nicole Elliott, making her first start. 20 seconds to go in the half. Ball knocked away. Comes to Celeste, out in front with a shot, turned aside by Elliott. And this one will go back to the Sharks. Elliott trapped along the end line. Gets a pass away to Sydney Pilot, and the Sharks will look just to kill some time here. And the final seconds will tick off the clock. That'll do it. For the first half, the Sharks race out to a 3-0 lead. Salve inches back within a goal, but then 3 more unanswered from Simmons, and they lead 6-2 at halftime. We will take a break and then be back with the call of the second half. You're watching some non-conference women's lacrosse action on the Salve Athletics Network. We'll be back. Welcome back to Toppa Field. Start of the second half between Salve Regina and Simmons. The Seahawks trailing by 4. A lot of turnovers in that first half between both squads. Simmons squandering some opportunities to push their lead. Seahawks squandering some opportunities to get back even in this game. 27 combined turnovers in that first half. 12 big saves, though, from Nicole Elliott. A lot of them in the final 5 minutes while the Seahawks had set up shop in the attacking end. Simmons now moving left to right here in the second half. Pass out to the wing. Mihalik lobs it out to Molly Reinhold. Bodeker straight to the net, and she scores. A whistle on the shot. They don't always award it, but Emily Bodeker makes it 7-2, just like that. 50 seconds in to the second half. Hat trick goal for Emily Bodeker. Three goals on 3 shots for the freshman. Like we said to lead the broadcast, the Sharks lost their second, third, and fourth leading scorers from a year ago. Who would step up to fill those gaps behind Molly Reinhold? And Emily Bodeker right now, the one leading the charge. Kingsley Richards will move it in behind the net. Cindy Murphy wanted to back her way in, instead gives it up to Whitman. Whitman now, side of the cage, left side, picked up by Healy defensively, who forces her out into the corner. Out beyond the arc to Pilot. Pilot slashing into the middle with a shot and a save made. Carolyn Watson making the save. She came on in relief in that first half for Christina Myers. Celeste gathers and flings it into the corner. Anderson to Doherty, now Maddie Villarreal. In behind the cage, left side. Salisbury. Maddie Tilton at the point. Gives it up to Nicole Smith. Celeste on the drive, shut off. Doherty now. Looking now, dumps it in behind the cage. Maddie Villarreal. Villarreal sees the double team, trying to zip it to Smith. Ball loose on the far side and scooped up by Kylie Anderson. Anderson out high to Maddie Tilton. Tilton into the middle. Smith bobbled it. Scramble for the loose ball. Still loose beyond the arc, and Tilton will secure it for Salve. Celeste. Left side to Salisbury. Nicole Smith inside Doherty. Turning, shooting, and that one's off the iron. Back to Celeste in front with a shot, and she scores!
Salve Regina goal by number 1, Stephanie Celeste.
We'll give you a look at the replay. Doherty missed it. It went off the pipe, bounced out wide. Celeste just found herself free. Back to a 4-goal game. 26:53 to go. Sharks with it off the draw control. Pilot straight to the goal with a shot, and she scores! A quick answer from Sydney Pilot.
Sharks goal number 17, Sydney Pilot.
Too easy there for the Sharks. Tilton fields the draw on the fly and then sends it wide of Kylie Anderson. Seahawks turn it over. Thirteenth turnover of the game for Salve. Ball bounced through midfield and the Sharks give it right back. Nicole Smith up ahead to Maddie Tilton. Celeste beyond the arc, trying to get it from distance into Kylie Anderson. The teams trade turnovers. Seahawks put the pressure on here. Near side Bodeker. Able to get it across midfield. Cindy Murphy. Bumped and fouled on the near side. Murphy with it out wide, now in behind the net. Whitman on the drive with a shot, and she scores. Largest lead of the game. 6-goal game here in favor of the Sharks. Here's the replay. Just an easy roll for Whitman. Time out. Bill Villarreal will take it as well. 25 minutes even to go here in the second half, and the Sharks lead 9-3. We'll be back. Scoreboard sucks as that bulb is out, so it looks like it's 3-3. Welcome back to Toppa Field. Out of the timeout, Andrew Pizzelli here bringing you the call. Simmons leading Salve Regina 9-3. Seahawks trying to not let this one slip away. Nicole Smith bobbles the draw control, but she has it. Gets it away to Maddie Tilton. And then Tilton fires it wide of Celeste. Seahawks out of the timeout, turn it over. That's the type of stuff that drives coaches crazy. Tilton bumping into Riley Wasuk. Here come the Sharks on the run. Rochfort down the right side. Rochfort fouled in deep. And I think maybe this is an offsides call here made against the Sharks. Watson gets it out to Rossetti on the far side. Looking to tiptoe the sideline, drops it back off to Bria Healy. Healy weaving her way through midfield. Bounces it to Majensky, wide of her, picked up by Von Barron now. Stephanie Salisbury will walk it into the attacking end. 23 minutes to go here in the second. Seahawks now facing their largest deficit of the game. Nicole Smith trying to do something about that. Fires it high and wide. And right into the waiting arms of George Corrigan. Seahawks, excellent photographer here. Salisbury with space and she scores! Seahawks quickly entered it into play.
Regina goal by number 6.
Salisbury just hanging out wide on the wing. Sharks came to triple team Maddie Villarreal in the corner. And that's just good movement without the ball for Salisbury to get free. That makes it 9-4. Draw control here at midfield. Nicole Smith pops it high in the air, reaching for it, bounced on the ground, and picked up by the Seahawks. Von Barron dishes it back to Smith. See if the Seahawks can string together some goals here. Smith out high, drops it into the corner. Back out to the wing, Kylie Anderson. Zips the entry, gathering is Salisbury, and she is walloped right in front of the cage. Free position now for Salisbury. Looking for back-to-back goals. Salisbury on free position, and it's saved by Elliott, who dropped it in the crease, but then gets it back. Rochfort sprinting ahead. Majensky trying to knock the ball away from her. Rochfort gives it up to the wing. Underhanded shot goes wide. Whitman getting whacked on that shot. And she lifted it wide. Free position for her. Wide on the left side. Really sharp angle here for Whitman. And she'll sprint out high and lift it back. Reinhold. Hogan Couldn't get the drive to go. Gives it back to Reinhold. Reinhold strong down the right-hand side, and she's fouled. Pretty good crowd here today. It's a cold day in Newport. Reinhold trying to bounce it low. It's rolling towards the goal, but Watson able to find it. Hanley triple teamed and dropped it out near midfield. Smith tried to grab it on the run and couldn't field it. Watch for it now back into the attacking end. And she's fouled just inside the arc. Boddicker dropped it in the slot. Majensky had it for a minute, swatted away from her, and now taken back by Nicole Smith. And she'll cradle up the near sideline, look for help, flings it on back, too high for Majensky. She gets a piece of it, settles it down, and now flips it to the far side. Healy out to Rossetti at midfield. And that's behind Kylie Anderson. Levitt flicks it forward. And the Seahawks give it right back to the Sharks. Here's Richards now. Richards with space. Lobs it for Whitman. Trying to turn on Majensky. It's checked loose from her. Out behind the cage to get it is Watson. Midfield Mullen. Picked off. Whitman. Seahawks race to get back defensively. Whitman to the net. The shot and a save made by Watson. Lobs it out to Maddie Tilton at midfield. Trying to thread the needle to Anderson, and she does. Salisbury beyond the arc. Maddie Villarreal behind the cage. Now Doherty. Those two have been quiet here in this game. The Sharks have done a good job of forcing them to get rid of the ball. Hart out high. Maddie Tilton lobs it low for Kylie Anderson. She fields it in the corner right side. Now drops it in to Doherty, trying to roll towards the net. Dropped it, got it back, and is fouled in the slot. And this should be free position here for Katie Doherty. Standing 11 yards straight away from the goal. Doherty races in. Underhanded shot. Score! That makes it 9-5. 18:52 to go in the second. Plenty of time for the Seahawks. They just can't be reckless with the ball.
Salve Regina goal by number 17, Katie Doherty.
Celeste in on the draw, and she grabs it. Quickly to Kylie Anderson. Into the middle, Salisbury gathers, shoots, and she scores! Two quick goals for Salve. Life here in the second half. Molly Devilbus can sense it, and she calls for time. 18:37 to go in the second, and the Seahawks have drawn within 3. We'll be back. Welcome back to Toppa Field. Out of the timeout called by the Sharks. Salve with 2 unanswered goals. See if they can keep the pressure on. This one, though, can be fielded by Whitman. Knocked down by Bria Healy. Sharks will keep it. Still in control, leading by 3. Whitman right down the middle, able to work herself free and foul before she could get a shot away. She'll have free position. Offset to the right on the hash marks. About 8 yards away from the goal. Whitman waiting, trying to go high, and it's saved by Watson. Carolyn Watson with a couple of big saves here in the second half. Seahawks with a pep in their step. Celeste gathers the loose ball, back for Kylie Anderson. Quickly in front, off of Salisbury's cross. Bounces right into Maddie Villarreal's corner, though. Seahawks keep it alive. Villarreal able to work her way free in front. Everyone converges on her. She gets the pass away to Doherty. 4 blue jerseys come to get her. Seahawks out to Maddie Tilton. Nicole Smith knocked down in front. No call. Ball checked free. And now the Seahawks called for a whistle. Peter Zach feeds it up the near side. Grabbed by Cindy Murphy. Gets it away to Richards in the corner. Richards, stop and start. Low shot, she scores! Big goal for the Sharks to answer back the little Seahawks run. Back to a 4-goal game now, 10-6 with 16:58 to go. Whistle on the draw. And they're going to give it to the Sharks. Seahawks out shooting the Sharks 24-18, 20-17 in shots on goal. So many turnovers, though. 18 for the Sharks, 16 for Salve. Bodeker with a hat trick to lead the Sharks, and then 2 goals apiece for Richards, Whitman, and Reinhold. 2 goals for Salisbury, and then a single goal for Celeste, Hart, Villarreal, and Doherty. Pilot will back it out. Trying to feather it on the inside. Smith there to knock it away and take it back, stripping it from Samantha Hogan. Majensky out to Kylie Anderson. Loads of time. Seahawks just have to take care of the ball. Bounced in front, looking to feed Salisbury. A whistle on the inside. And this is going against Salve. Another empty trip. Richards quickly up for Murphy. Murphy back to Rochfort. Left side, her shot. Save made by Watson. Rebound collected by Whitman. Healy there to block her drive. And he'll take the foul there. She would have had a free run at the front of the cage. That was a good foul to give because the free position she has is behind the net. She's behind the cage, left side. A good 12 yards away, basically in the corner. And she'll just lob it out to the wing, and the Sharks will reset the offense. 15:06 to go. Hogan forced back out high. And they're going to call the foul here on Smith. So Hogan will have free position. Just offset to the left, 11 yards away from the goal. Whitman throws it on the net, blocked in front. That one's saved by Watson. Sharks collect the rebound. Hogan again. Just inside the arc, starts her drive. Seahawks converge on her and knock it free. Kylie Anderson now in a foot race for it on the near side, able to scoop it on the run and race away from Mahalik. Katie Doherty will sprint in behind the cage. 14 minutes to go. Doherty trying to circle out in front. 4 blue jerseys there waiting for her. Gets it away to the wing. Back in front. Smith with a shot that goes wide. Maddie Villarreal walks it in quickly. Double team comes. Bounces it out to the wing on the hop. Fielded by Anderson. Zips the entry. Salisbury turns and she scores!
Salve Regina goal by number 16, Stephanie Salisbury.
Back to a 3-goal game. Hat trick goal for Salisbury. Can the Seahawks sustain a run? They keep getting within 3. They've trailed by as much as 6. This one over the head of Tilton, fielded by Pilot. And she'll sprint up the field into the attacking end. Pilot, like she's done before, trying to answer quickly. Shut off on the drive, instead flicks it into the corner. Sharks move it out to Reinhold. Out to 25. Whitman out at the point. Wanted to feed it to the inside. Reinhold now gets the screen from Whitman. Dishes it back to Whitman. Seahawks doing a good job there to communicate that switch defensively. Tilton and DiLoretto conversion there. Reinhold sends it wide. That one may have been knocked out of her cross as she shot. Didn't have much behind it. Quickly back in play. Richards trying to sprint in front. Underhanded shot, score! Quickly off the end line and back out into the slot. Kingsley Richards pushes it back to a 4-goal game. 12:15 to go. And the Seahawks cannot afford to trade goals here. Eleven to 7. Tie up on the draw. Still loose, still being batted around. Finally scooped up by Van Buren. And she gets it away to Nicole Smith. Anderson picks it out of the air, now off the ground. Top of the arc, sends it to Salisbury. Her shot save made by Elliott. Salisbury was looking for her 4th. Point blank chance, but another save for Nicole Elliott. Boddicker with a great play there to keep that in play. Now gets it back in the corner. Boddicker is going to carry right to the goal, and she scores! No one picked her up defensively.
Simmons scored by number 7, Emily Boddicker.
Back to a 5-goal game. Every time the Seahawks look like they're going to get close, the Sharks push the lead back. Boddicker, that was a great play. She kept the ball in play along the near sideline. Two Seahawks kind of converged there. She snuck away back down the sideline while Murphy had it. And then just nobody picked her back up in front. Scramble for the ball here, still being batted around. Pilot will field it, and the Sharks can look to reestablish their largest lead. Trying to battle her way in is Reinhold, and she will get free position. 11 yards straight away. Trying to reestablish the Sharks' largest lead. She'll shoot. Save made by Watson. Seahawks careless with the ball. Turn it back over. Rochford with it. As we tick towards 10 minutes to play. Circles out in front, trying to jam it home on the short side. Past Watson. Still fighting for it out in front. Watson races out and scoops it. And now cradles out of her cage. Somehow able to keep it alive. Watson pinned. Displaying some great handles there. Scooped up, and a big foul being upended is Catherine Mullen. Mullen knocked down again. .9:26 to go. Seahawks turn it over. Reinhold. Back up top to Pilot. Smith blitzes her back out beyond the arc. Reinhold will grab it on the near side. Reinhold looking for the screen. Turns the corner down the middle, and she scores! Reinhold reestablishes the Sharks' largest lead.
Simmons goal by number 6.
Seahawks had gotten within 3, and now 3 unanswered from the Sharks. 13-7 with 8:48 to play. And the Seahawks have got themselves a mountain to climb. They're capable of scoring quickly, but it has not been easy going trying to get to the net. And the turnovers have hurt both sides. It's hurt the Sharks from being able to have this be a greater lead. And it's hurt the Seahawks' comeback chances here. Whitman, though, comes away with the draw. So the Sharks will keep possession after just adding to their lead. Kingsley walks it to her right. Now lobs it back out. Reinhold took her eye off it. It'll cross midfield, and Anderson will take it. Neither head coach is going to be happy when they look at the tape from all the turnovers. Maddie Villarreal Down the right-hand side, turns the corner, and fouled on her way to the cage. Maddie Villarreal doesn't shoot, tried to flip it to Doherty instead. That goes off her cross, and it's taken by Pilot. Doherty got a piece of the pass. Sharks will come up with it, though, and look to clear. Mahalik. Richards gets away from the Seahawks trap on the near side. Richards to Rochford. 7:28 and counting to go here in the second. Sharks in control, leading by 6. Long lob out beyond the arc. Reinhold. Now to Pilot. Near side, Richards. Sharks is being patient. Down to 26 seconds on the shot clock. Just working some time here. Pilot dances at the arc. Gives it back to Reinhold. 18 seconds on the shot clock. Reinhold free in the slot. Her shot. Save made by Watson. And we're getting a card here. This will be Maddie Tilton. Getting another yellow. So she'll sit for 2 minutes. Man up for the Sharks with 6:33 to go. Tilton got 2 yellows last game in the first half against Eastern Connecticut. Had a green card in the first. Off the free position. Sharks don't shoot. They have not often here. Instead, would rather take the time off the clock. Fresh shot clock. Pilot dances and backs it out. Bodeker moves into the corner to Murphy. Flicks it to Whitman in the slot. Turns, does not look to shoot. Seahawks try to converge and knock it away. Celeste does. She had it for a moment. Now still loose. Majensky can't field it. Which way is this foul going? And it will be against the Seahawks. And another fresh shot clock. Some confusion here between the officials about what the call should be. And it's going to be free position for Cindy Murphy. Trying to really put this game out of reach here for Salve. And again, she won't shoot. We'll just take the time. That's what's more valuable to the Seahawks. And the Sharks will just let it bleed away. 70 seconds on the shot clock currently. Reinhold rolling to the cage. She is bumped and fouled. .5:16 to go. Free position. Reinhold quickly off to the side of the net. And it's kept alive by Rochford. Rochford right out in front, shoots, and it's saved. That one actually blocked. Stepping in front of that was Catherine Mullen. Rossetti triple teamed in the corner, lost it. Back out in front, deflected towards the goal. Watson scoops it. Seahawks look to clear. Have to work quickly. Seahawks bounce it out to the far side. Off the mark from Anderson and scooped up by Richards. And the Sharks can take more time off the clock. Rolling with 4:18 to go in the second half. And they can work off another 67 seconds on the shot clock. Reinhold. That one deflected up high. And the Sharks right now just in complete control, getting to every loose ball. Reset of the shot clock with 3:45 to go. Richards throws it on the cage, saved by Watson, but the rebound scooped up by the Sharks. They're just trying to ice this game over the head of Reinhold. Unforced error there from Simmons. Seahawks can't waste any time. 3:20 to go. Kylie Anderson carries into the attacking end. Top of the arc. Now Maddie Tilton. Anderson back out wide. Out high to Maddie Tilton. As we'll tick under 3 minutes to go. Here's Doherty turning on the cut with a shot, and it goes wide. Maddie Villarreal trying to fight her way through a double team. Looking for a cutter. Comes to Smith, and she is walloped in the slot. And player down for the Sharks. That looked to be Amina Missouri, who's shaken up. And we'll take a break while she's tended to. Welcome back to Toppa Field. Mansouri, able to walk off under her own power, being tended to by Seahawk head athletic trainer Dave Cox. Just a tough collision between her and Nicole Smith. And the Sharks come away with the ball out of that. And they can try and salt this game away. Scooting the near sideline away from the double team is Wasuk. Scramble for a loose ball, and Majewski comes up with it. 2:19 to go. Seahawks would need a miracle here, trailing by 6 goals. Hasn't been a clean game on either end. Sharks, though, made the move first and built a 3-0 lead. Seahawks made it 3-2, and then could never get closer after that. Could never get closer than within 3. Here's Maddie Villarreal trying to sprint in front, turns and shoots on a crazy angle. Saved by Elliott, and the Sharks scoop up with the ball. And then Salisbury gives a hard foul, and won't be surprised to see a card offered here. Or is this Tilton they're giving a card to again? Maddie Tilton's going to break the record for cards. Possession for Simmons. As we hit 99 seconds to go. Majewski called for the block. So Doherty, who thought it was self-start there, getting in the face of Jesse Andrew. So 2-man up here for the Sharks, who can basically just run in circles. Seven-second difference on the shot and game clock. Simmons maybe looking for one more. This one lifted behind the net to Whitman. Levitt blocked off on the drive. Seahawks never led. Both teams committed tons of turnovers here in this one. Cold day here at Toppa. And Reinhold will get a cherry on top. Largest lead of the day.
Let's go by number 15, Molly Reinhold.
Sharks doubling up the Seahawks with 28.4 seconds to go. Elsewhere, Salve Regina men's lacrosse leading Merchant Marine Academy 14-10 late in the third quarter. And then later on today, Salve Regina women's ice hockey will be at Endicott College in the Colonial Hockey Conference semifinals. The Seahawks won in double overtime here on Wednesday against Becker, looking to make their first conference final since 2009. So make sure you tune in to that one. Kylie Anderson, right side, trying to snap it to Maddie Villarreal. Dropped it in the slot. Can be picked up by the Sharks. Kicked forward. Seven seconds left on the clock. Sharks will get it in. Actually, it comes to the Seahawks. Lobbed on the inside, dropped by Salisbury. Picked up by Lily Devitt. And fittingly, the game ends in a turnover. There were plenty here today, but Simmons had enough. They took the lead 3-0. Seahawks got within one 3-2 and then could never get closer than that the rest of the way. Simmons leads 14-7 in this one. They grab their first win of the year. They're 1-0. Salve, meanwhile, falls to 1-1. Next up, for the Seahawks. They will be on the road. They'll be at UMass Dartmouth and then home again here against Mount Holyoke on March 7th. I'd like to thank our entire staff and production crew, Madeline Kowecki, for providing your camera work here today. Your producer has been Hannah Filio. Special thanks to Logan Marsh and Grace Murphy to helping to provide live statistics for this broadcast. And thank you for finding us here on the Salve Athletics Network and watching this one. Once again, your final: Simmons 14, Salve Regina 7. I am Andrew Pizzelli. Have a good afternoon, everyone.